to turn interesting ideas into reality and weak technologies into a company that can keep innovating for years, we need a lot of discipline. Steve Jobs. Ideas are the seeds of creativity, but discipline is the soil where those seeds can sprout and grow into trees. People often get enchanted by the initial inspiration, the flash of brilliance in the mind, that fresh, passionate feeling. But right after that lightning strike come the long days that demand endurance, meticulous care, and unwavering resolve. Without discipline, even the grandest idea remains nothing more than an unfinished dream. Discipline is the bridge between I want and I have done it. It doesn't sparkle, it isn't loud, but it's the vital force that turns the abstract into tangible results. A fledgling technology needs time and process. A company that aims to endure requires people who can sustain the rhythm of effort, whether in silence or hardship. Innovation cannot spring from chaos, but from a solid foundation built with discipline and responsibility. It's discipline that keeps us from being swept away by fleeting gusts of inspiration, helping us hold course, maintain speed, and cling to faith until real fruits appear. And then, looking back, we realize the great strides aren't born of luck or talent, but from countless times we chose to work on time, the right way, with the right spirit, even when no one was watching. Choose the right time, persistence, and 10 years of effort, and in the end, it will make you seem like you succeeded overnight. Biz Stone. People often see the glory and forget the darkness that has swallowed a person's dreams time and again. Success, on the surface, is like a firework bursting into brilliance in a single moment. But few know that to reach that dazzling instant, there were 10 long years of quietly gathering tiny sparks, drops of sweat, and sleepless nights staring into the void between hope and doubt. Time tests steadfastness, while persistence is the thread that stretches dreams across days that seem utterly hopeless. Choosing the right moment isn't waiting for luck. It's preparing long enough so that when opportunity knocks softly, you're ready to fling the door wide and step into the light. Success has never been a sudden miracle. It's the culmination of 10 years of striving, enduring, and believing in yourself when no one else does. And one day, when you stand at the peak, the world will think you got lucky overnight. But only you will know that night lasted 10 years in solitude, effort, and unshakable faith. No one can steal the results from someone who never stops moving forward, because when you dare to persist, when you pick the right moment to persevere, miracles happen not by chance, but inevitably. Business? It's very simple. It's other people's money. Alexandre Dumas. Like an artist using the world's colors to paint their own masterpiece, a shrewd entrepreneur turns borrowed capital into real value, making money flow like a river through barren fields, bringing life and prosperity. It doesn't advocate exploitation. On the contrary, it highlights the wisdom of business. Using others' money rightly so, both sides benefit. Business is the art of trust, vision, and turning risk into opportunity. If money is blood, then the entrepreneur is the heart-pumping rhythm into the economy. They understand success isn't in holding how much, but in how you make money work for you. Business is other people's money. Not sarcasm, but a profound lesson in financial thinking and leadership vision. Using resources smartly, ethically, and creatively, people not only enrich themselves, but also the whole society. And that is the simplicity of business masters. A simplicity only grasped through enough experience and wisdom to see the hidden value in every circulating coin. Move fast and break things. If you haven't broken anything, you're not moving fast enough. Mark Zuckerberg. Move fast and break things. Not just a slogan for the reckless, but the spirit of those daring to make a difference. In a world of constant change, where opportunities flicker for an instant, speed is the edge, and daring to break is the pioneer's courage. Breaking rules isn't rebellion. It's the journey to pave the way for the new, like a wind sweeping through an old field, clearing the dust of habit to sow seeds of change. Those who move fast are often seen as rash or odd, but history shows they're the ones who spark revolutions. If you haven't hit any limits, haven't made anyone wonder, why do it that way? Then maybe you're walking too slowly on your own path. Speed here isn't just swift action, but the heartbeat of ambition. It's the spirit to try, to fail, to learn again, and rise stronger. Because sometimes the greatest value lies not in keeping rules, but in daring to create new ones. The successful aren't those who follow worn paths, but those who carve roads never marked on the world's map. Don't fear breaking, for every crack you make today could be where tomorrow's light shines through. In the online world, boundless creativity is the key that unlocks success. The online world is a vast ocean where information, ideas, and images intertwine endlessly. There, traditional boundaries of space and time seem to dissolve, but in that very vastness, only those who explore with boundless creativity can stand out amid the countless currents of information. Boundless creativity isn't merely doing something new, it's daring to experiment, to shatter old rules, and blend seemingly opposing ideas to birth something unique. In the online realm, where things spread like wildfire, a breakthrough idea can open doors no one ever imagined. Success in the digital space isn't just followers or interactions. It's turning ideas into experiences, content into value, and difference into a personal or business brand. Those who harness imagination's power never stand still. They lead, creating new waves in this borderless world. The digital revolution isn't the future. It's unfolding right now. Digital isn't just for tech companies anymore. It's the shared pulse of all society. From how we work, learn, shop, to how we connect and love, everything is linked by data, algorithms, and artificial intelligence. Humanity lives in the eye of the greatest transformation in history, where real and virtual blur and opportunities bloom for those who adapt. A farmer can sell via live stream. A remote student can learn from a teacher halfway across the globe. An unknown artist can rise with one video. That's the power of the digital revolution. It expands possibilities' borders, levels, distances, and turns dreams into something touchable. So instead of fearing or waiting, step into that flow. Because the digital age doesn't arrive tomorrow. It's here today. In every click, every bit of data you send, every decision you make, those who seize the present will shape the future. In the digital world, the ability to search and renew is the key to business survival. Business relationships are bridges linking ideas and people. In the business world, no one goes far alone. Even the biggest idea needs companions to become reality. That's why business relationships aren't just exchanges of benefit. They're invisible bridges between vision and action, people and opportunity. Every relationship is a flow of trust, built with sincerity, sustained by credibility, grown by real value. When you connect with the right people, share a vision, aim for sustainable growth, that bridge not only leads to success, but opens new paths, projects, and ideas never thought of before. Business, at its core, is a human story of trust, inspiration, and collaboration. And in that journey, every relationship is a bridge where both sides exchange not just profit, but knowledge, opportunity, and faith in the future. In business, relationships aren't just the key to success's door. They're the foundation of endurance. A deal might end in days, but trust is built over years. The skilled in business know that behind every transaction is a person with emotions, trust, and expectations. Relationships don't just open opportunity's door, they hold it steady in storms. When you build a network of sincerity and reliability, you no longer sell, you're chosen, because people buy from those they trust. In the modern world, where technology shifts daily, human value grows ever rarer. A heartfelt handshake, a kept promise, can sometimes outweigh a billion-dollar contract. And that's the base of sustainability. Not from cleverness, but from ethics and reputation. Success isn't in how many you know, but how many truly trust and will walk with you. In the marketplace, relationships aren't tools, they're bridges between heart and mind. That bridge, built with sincerity, leads to the longest lasting success. When you invest in relationships, you invest in your business's future. In business, numbers measure profit, but only relationships measure endurance. A business can have great products and strategies, but without sincere, lasting relationships, growth's path easily breaks midway. Investing in relationships isn't chasing quick gains. It's planting seeds for the future. It's taking time to listen to partners, understand customers, value employees, and build trust from the smallest things. That trust, over time, becomes a solid foundation where new opportunities, ideas, and collaborations are born. A strong brand isn't just from products, but from a network of people who trust and journey with it. When you invest in people, you invest in the business's lifeblood, something that keeps flowing, no matter how times change. Business relationships are like bridges. The sturdier, the easier to cross any hardship. That bridge can't be built in a day, nor survive on temporary benefits alone. It needs trust, respect, and sincerity to construct. When relationships are strong enough, they become a pillar in challenges where you find support, collaboration, or just encouragement amid the storm. The smart in business aren't just contract signers. They're builders of human bridges, because the grandest deals often start with a coffee, a handshake, or a sincere story. When you invest in people, you invest in sustainability. A sturdy bridge can carry us over chasms of difficulty and doubt. And in that journey, relationships are the essential base, helping us not just reach the end, but travel together. So don't just build businesses, build bridges. Because when those bridges are strong enough, success will always find its way across. Relationships aren't just about agreement. They're about how we handle disagreement. In any relationship, personal or business differences are inevitable. Agreement moves us forward together, but handling disagreement reveals a relationship's true nature. When things go smoothly, anyone can smile and shake hands. But when views clash, when egos and emotions speak, that's when respect, understanding, and maturity are truly tested. A lasting relationship isn't one without conflict. It's one that overcomes conflict while keeping trust and connection intact. In business, listening to differences is a form of wisdom. Handling disagreement calmly and fairly is a form of strength. Only when a group sees value in differences can they build a foundation for long-term, solid collaboration. Creating positive relationships means recognizing and leveraging partners' strengths. When we value others' strengths, we give them trust and open doors to grow together. Like two gears meshing perfectly, each has its role, but together they multiply power. Positive relationships don't come from rivalry, but from seeing value in others, sometimes what they haven't even seen in themselves. In the marketplace, a good partner isn't one like you, but one who complements you. The analytical needs the creative. The idea-rich needs the executor. And when those forces meet, results exceed all expectations. True collaboration isn't splitting strength, it's doubling potential. So, creating positive relationships is learning to listen, understand, and grow together. When you leverage a partner's strengths, you don't just make projects succeed more, you make the relationship tighter, harmonious, and inspiring. A strong business rests on good strategy, but a thriving ecosystem is built on people who respect and uplift each other. And that's the true essence of positive relationships, not who wins, but winning together. Business relationships combine knowledge, skills, and trust. A lasting business relationship isn't built from hasty handshakes, but from a subtle blend of intellect, ability, and faith. Knowledge helps us grasp markets, empathize with people, and see beyond numbers. Skills turn understanding into action, opportunity into results. But above all, trust is the glue binding everything, the foundation, making agreements meaningful and collaborations enduring. Without knowledge, relationships lack depth. Without skills, relationships lack effectiveness. And without trust, all efforts collapse like a house without foundations. These three, when blended, create a harmonious flow between reason and emotion, benefit and human value. In business, trust is the invisible yet most valuable part. It can't be bought with money, only built through time, reputation, honesty, and consistency. Thanks to that, business relationships go beyond profit, becoming a journey of mutual growth and ceaseless creation. Nurturing relationships is like tending a garden, requiring constant care and attention. In business, many focus on immediate profits and forget that good relationships are the soil nurturing long-term success. A sincere thank you, a check-in call, or a small act of care. These are the drops watering the garden of connections. If you only show up when you need something, the relationship dries up fast. But if you genuinely maintain it, it blooms when you need it most. Like plants, relationships need trust's light and respect's rich soil. They can't grow in selfish or fake environments. And the wonder is, when you sow sincerity, you reap trust naturally and lastingly. A wise entrepreneur knows building connections isn't a tactic. It's an art of the heart. When you nurture it with persistence and true feeling, you create a garden where flowers of collaboration, trust, and opportunity bloom year-round. Tend your relationships like a garden of the soul, a little each day, because one day, the flowers you've cultivated will bloom into the most beautiful fruits of your life and career. Enduring business relationships combine flexibility, creativity, and long-term commitment. An enduring business relationship isn't sustained by luck, but by flexibility to adapt, creativity to evolve, and commitment to go far together. The business world always shifts customer needs, technology, trends all change daily. Without flexibility, businesses fall behind. Without creativity, relationships grow stale. Without commitment, agreements shatter at the first challenge. Flexibility is listening and adapting without losing identity. Creativity is endless renewable energy, helping both sides find new paths. And long-term commitment is the thread keeping efforts united, a silent promise that we'll move forward together, no matter what. An enduring business relationship doesn't just bring benefits. It creates trust, reputation, and shared value. It's proof of vision beyond short-term gains toward win together, grow together, endure together collaboration.